Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, Atwood's Garage. Well, reality is set in, and I just got to admit myself, I just don't have the finances to finish the rear steer axle anytime soon. The money it would take to finish that, I could have the 60 done and another axle put in and keep it on leafs, get some 8 lug rims, and be on tons. So in that respect, I've been kind of watching Marketplace, looking for a 14 bolt, and this weekend I did come across one, and I picked up a square body 14 bolt. So as you can see, it's already been converted over to discs. It's got a 410 in it, an open carrier, which obviously I'm going to change the gears in it. I'll go through it, new bearings, get the brackets cut off, etc., and get her built up. But it'd be easy peasy, you know, some leaf brackets and a gear set and some calipers and brackets, and I'll have the rear axle done. The same with the 60 front, throw some gears in it, maybe a lunchbox in the front unless I come across a decent locker for it. Make my own brackets, you know, truss and all that. Look what I'll do with this, you know, build my own parts. So I got the plasma cutter, and to get on ton serves as cost effective as I possibly can. So continuing on, we're getting, it's obviously late October here. Gonna get cold soon. It means I have to be working inside the garage, which is currently a mess. So that's the next project is getting the garage organized so I have room to do what I need to do this winter. Which means I need to build a rack for the axle here. So I got materials to do that. So we'll be doing that here shortly. And recently my sons have been tearing out an old machine shop. It's being turned into store and locks, and they left all the electric behind, and they were able to procure me enough wire for me to run a 40 amp 240 circuit from my electrical box to my garage, which would be a big help for getting things welded. I only got a 20 amp 115 out there right now, and part of the reason is, you know, my electrical box is on one end of the house, the garage is on the other. And it's just really expensive. But now I've got some good copper wire, front and conduit, and I'll have 240 out there, enough to run a welder and a plasma cutter. But anyway, stick around. We're going to start working on getting the rack drawn up and pieces cut for it. So we'll transition to the backyard. All right, I got some material laid out here. Got some of it cleaned up. What I'm going to do is make a base piece, 4 foot wide. Got some legs here, kind of arc on them here, and let's see what else I got going on here. Got some casters which go on the bottom here. But anyway, I'm gonna get the stuff cut and try to get the base made tonight, and then make my uprights. And then I gotta get on fusion and draw a clamping system for the axle. I'd like to make the uprights adjustable so I can move them in and out, because each axle might be a little different, and just have the ability to do that. Not so worried about height, but width anyway. So I can't find my tripod. I don't know where it is. Let's see if we can find it. It has been a while since I've used it, and I frankly am unsure, and please excuse my garage. It has been a hectic summer, and I frankly have not really done much in here since Jeep Jam. I've just had other obligations to deal with. And yeah, I don't know where my tripod is right now. So there's going to be a bunch of short little videos because I can't film and cut at the same time. I'll be dang. Alright, I'm confused where it's at. So I thought I would have left it in here. It may be inside. It might be, yeah, I got an idea where it might be at. But anyway, we're going to get these pieces cut. and we'll get the welder out and get stuff tacked together. Be back soon. Alright, I did find my stand. So, pieces mocked up here. Trying to get these welded in. Set all the leaves on fire. Square. Anymore, so the other end's tacked. Down. Up. In. We're running out of daylight. That end in. finally gets my legs on. Just like that. Eventually, I'll put these on. Remember they all lock, there's two of them. Seems like they all lock. I got 4 locking casters. I guess I can put them on right now. Wouldn't hurt anything. As long as I get it done, I got a little night left. About as much as I think I'll be able to get done tonight. And tomorrow we'll work on getting the uprights cut. I think that'll pretty much wrap us up for tonight here. Yes. This out of the way. Blows around. So, at this point, I have my base ready. Lock her down. Lock it on my table. There. So, here's the base to my axle stand. I'm going to have more of this with uprights. And I'm going to take some angle iron, hook underneath, roll down the side, have them hooked underneath here, and then I'll be able to slide them this way. And then I got to make some clamps up. Probably this weekend I have to go to the steel yard to get material to cut the clamps with. We'll get the uprights done tomorrow night. So we will see you tomorrow. Oh, welcome back. It's the following evening. I got home late, so I haven't got much done tonight. But to get my uprights cut out, feed in there. This one I've got fixed. This side, just cut some angle, so it'll slide up and down to give me some adjustability. Now I know I need to figure out some sort of clamping method here to keep the pinion upright if I need it. So what I'm probably going to do here is cut another piece here, sit on top, put wings out here and here, and put some wing nuts, wing bolts that'll clamp down and clamp it over here on this fixed one. No, it's just a simple little axle stand. Be able to roll it around, get to the either side as I need to. Try not to make it more complicated than it needs to be. I mean, if it really comes down to it and the clamp here doesn't work, I could always tee off this fixed one and come out with an adjustable or something of that nature. But I mean, now I'm getting into making it bigger than it really needs to be and more complicated than it has to be. So anyway, that's where we are tonight. The weather's still supposed to hold out through tomorrow. I think it's not supposed to start raining until Friday. So provided it's still dry, the weather's correct, and we don't get rain tomorrow afternoon, evening, we'll work on getting this clamp set up. And I'll probably film more of that. Tonight I just got home late and I just didn't have time to set the camera up and do everything. Plus, you know, how much can you really watch somebody run a cutoff wheel and a flap disc and a welder? I mean, if you've seen one video of them, that's you've seen them all. But anyway, that's where we are tonight. We'll be back tomorrow and get it finished up. Well, it's the following evening. Had dinner and sat down and talked to wife for a little bit, watched some TV with her. The son stopped by. My youngest son stopped by and he helped me get the axle set on the stand. Something sounded like it's falling apart as it drives by. Anyway, once I got it set up there, I realized that having it 6 inches in was too far. So I took it off, cut the fixed one off, and I re-welded it here on the outside. I got this one pushed out all the way to the outside, so it fits good. I can always adjust things if I need to. But anyway, this is where we're at now. So, as far as clamping it, so far it seems to be sitting well enough the way it is. So I usually don't plan on moving it. If I do, I'll just take a ratchet strap or something, make sure it doesn't bounce off or whatever. I need to drag it up over something. But we'll get the existing shock mounts and leaf mounts off. Get the tubes cleaned up. I have long perches, which are good, approximately about right there actually. I think these are about 40 inches on center and about 44 on the Jeep. So about where those will actually go. So we'll get these mounts off, get these on. I don't need shock mounts because my shock mounts to the upper spring plate or the U-bolt plate. And I'll need to make a truss for it. And I'd like to make this a 13 bolt, do this 13 bolt shave, get a 13 bolt cover and get it cut. Get the brackets for the calipers and the calipers and pads, run some lines. Get a gear obviously. Get a differential out, get it broke down, cleaned up, get everything cleaned up good. Gotta get a gear yet, so little by little. I have some of what I need. I'll have to procure the rest of it. Probably break it down further, get the axles out of it, take the hubs off. Just make sure everything's clean. Probably put new seals in. Then we'll put this thing back together and have an axle seal leak. So, anyways, for the time being, this is my axle stand. That was Garage. Hope you like what you see. Comment below, like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your neighbors. You all have a wonderful evening, and we will see you next time.